Hey guys, New Hill here, coming at you with another Boom Beach video. Now, first of all, I want to start off to mention that I told you guys I was going to be doing some editing on my videos. Well, that hasn't exactly happened yet. It's a little bit trickier than I thought, and I've been pretty busy this weekend doing other things. But I did add some lightning behind me, so coming at you now with more lightning. So, a little bit at a time, guys. Anyway, in tonight's video, I'm going to be talking about really some tips towards beginning players, or at least reflections on how I was playing the game at a lower level. And basically just I want to share some of my philosophy with you on this, and it all comes down to how best to upgrade your buildings, what upgrade order you want to go, and things like that. So with that in mind, you have to understand there are a couple of concepts here that are important. One of them being that it's a matter of how you acquire your resources. I think players are oftentimes tempted to get green statues, and because you get more of a production boost or gold boost or whatever it is, and they want to try to save their resources. Now, while this does work for some, I didn't find this to be the best strategy to go for me. The reason why is simply because you're going to get raided, guys. I mean, you're just going to get raided. So no matter how much you try to save, people are going to come and take it. And in fact, the more you save, the bigger a target you even are. So I didn't really ever like this approach. It was never really paying off when I needed it to. So basically the approach I always used was raid to get resources. And to do that, you need to have a lot of offensive statues, guys. Purples, reds, things like this. I would never, ever, ever touch a green statue. Never. Defense, really, you don't need it, especially at lower VPs. People would argue you don't even need any defense statues yet at the level I'm at. It's optional. Personally, I do like to throw 2 defense statues in there simply because you want to get some more gems, and you want to get some more intel for your task force. Now, I have to also tell you guys, I was a free-to-play player up until about 2 months ago when I put my... what the heck is it called? I can't even think, guys. The unlimited troops, or unlimited resupply, or here we go. Yeah, endless reserves. That's the word I was looking for. Endless reserves. So I've got that. But before that, I was just like you guys, saving my gems, thinking about how to spend them, things like that. Well, let me tell you guys, in order for this whole strategy to work, you have to understand how to save your gems and spend them. The only things you're going to spend your gems on are boosted attacks. In fact, let me rewind a little bit. So you're going to have a bunch of offensive statues, right? And you've got some power powder accumulating as you go through and destroy other statues that you've built. So this power powder, guys, you need to spend it on boosting your offensive statues. And when they're all boosted, you can destroy almost anything. And it's beautiful and it's fun, guys. It's a heck of a lot of fun. That's also why I highly recommend doing it this way. So you need to boost all your statues. Now, when you boost your offensive statues, you know that only lasts for 3 hours. So this 3-hour window is very important. You need to be able to devote most of it to the game, especially if you're a free-to-play player, because you might need to wait for some troops to respawn or whatever, to regenerate. However, this is the other point of it. The only time that it really makes sense to spend gems is, in fact, to finish the loading time on your troops. Because this is where it's worth it. This is where you're going to go out there and take all the resources you need to get your upgrades and then start your upgrades. Now, with that in mind, well, first of all, we should probably talk about different troop compositions. I was doing it primarily with warriors back in the day, guys. Warriors I found to be just very, very good. They were, as soon as you learn how to smoke, as soon as you get smoke, and maybe upgraded a couple times because you need a little bit of duration on that smoke. As soon as you get smoke, guys, I really recommend you learn how to do warriors. We're going to have a lot more smoky warrior attacks coming in these 2 weeks because you got the new tribe bonuses just tonight, guys. I guess I can talk about that really quick. Sorry, segue. We've got the Power Stone chance, awesome statue. Thank you, guys. This is going to get, more stones, which is more power powder, which is more killing. Or if you're really doing things like Op Destroy, he wants to save it because he's going to be boosting defense statues as he makes a push to global #1, man. I'm rooting for you. Hope you get there. We'll see how far you get either way. Yeah, so we got sniper tower damage. This, guys, is part of the reason you're going to be seeing a lot more warrior attacks from me in these 2 weeks. The sniper towers are... Bullet doesn't like them in the Bullet's best configuration. They really chip away at them quite quickly, and now that we've just boosted them by 60%, it's going to be a little bit more rough, but that'll be fun. But anyway, building health always solid, but only 20% when we maxed it out. So it's kind of cheap, but I understand why, because it's pretty important. I mean, we don't want to go against a whole bunch of bases that are full of health. This game is way more fun on offense than defense. I'm sure it's reasons like that they choose the numbers to buff. Warrior damage, guys, you see it right here. I've already boosted it 60%, and warrior health at 45%. So that's awesome, guys. Health and damage, it's going to be great. Yeah, and I'm not going to touch wood reward for, well, similar reasons what I was telling you about before. I just never really believe in green statues. Notice it's like the green tribe, whatever. Plus, we don't really need resources, guys. We're fully maxed out. But I'm not talking about maxed out players right now. I'm talking about guys that are still leveling up. So, all of that in mind, recap. You raid to get your resources, you boost your statues for a 3-hour period, you need to go do those raids, and you spend your gems to complete some of the training on those troops. If you have a really big loss though, sometimes you got to eat the time. You can't always spend the gems, but if you just got a few troops left on a couple of boats, drop the gems on it and go. And warriors were my recommendation. Now, with that in mind, you want to be able to harvest the most off your map possible. Therefore, the first building that should always be prioritized is the radar. Well, yeah, I guess still the radar. I would say technically the headquarters comes in at a really close second. You always need to be able to upgrade your headquarters as soon as you can so you can unlock more troop abilities, troop levels in the armory, buildings, things like that. The headquarters is a close second, but the radar is still number one because this dictates how much you can explore on your map. And then secondary to that, you're going to want to be able to explore all your regions on your map as soon as possible because this is going to reveal more potential spawn locations for enemies, and that's where you're going to get your loot. So it's all about opening up your map as soon as possible, number one. Number two is the headquarters, okay? You definitely want to get that headquarters upgraded to keep unlocking new buildings. Don't worry about over-leveling your HQ or anything like that. It doesn't matter in this game. The only thing that matters is the VP right here. This is what sets your opponents, and it really doesn't. The HQ is better. The quicker you can get it, the quicker you can access key abilities, upgrades, buildings, extra landing crafts, things like this that are really going to help your offensive strike. That being said, too, in the armory, whatever troop combo you decide to go with, I was playing two at the time. I was playing T-Med and Warriors, because basically whatever T-Med couldn't take down, the Warriors could, or vice versa. So they were a good complement to one another. I always wanted to pick an ideal troop layout for the base in order to minimize my losses. Like maybe either one of those troop combos could have taken it down, but I minimized my losses. Anyway, the point here is pick a troop or two that you know you're going to use and focus on upgrading those abilities to max level or max level for your HQ as well. Now it gets tricky because you're trying to spend gold on your map and you're trying to spend gold on your upgrades. So you're going to be a bit pushed for gold, but you just figure out the best way to go. Honestly, I would say keep the upgrades going number one because they take a while. Then any remaining gold you have, throw it into unlocking those new regions on your map. Now, yeah, so after that, okay, again, guys, defense, I don't stress it too much. I try to make a base design that's flirty. Like, I purposely make some mistakes in the design to bring people in to make them think it's easy, but then maybe I've got something hiding in the corner they don't really see, and it picks off a few troops. You get more gems and intel that way. That's kind of the basic idea I've always been going for in this game. I've never been trying to design a base with the perfect defense, because I know it just doesn't exist. So my goal on any type of defense is just to score gems and intel. So if you approach your base design that way, be my guest. Now, I don't want to get into which defenses in terms of buildings you need to upgrade first. It was mainly really just a strategy of just raiding to get all your resources, picking the right types of statues to do that, boosting your statues, spending gems on finishing your troops while you're boosted, starting with the radar. Radar is so key, it's so important. And, other than that, I guess the sculptor's good. Weapons lab is good when you can get there because it's just going to help you get more gems and intel. And those gems are important, guys, when you're free to play. So the way to get it is by, killing some troops on your defenses or killing them all. But again, I like to bring them in. I like to make them think they have an easy run, and then maybe it's a little bit more than they bargained for. And maybe we take a few more troops than they were, hoping we would. So with that being said, guys, I think. What else can I say? What else can I say about the lower levels and leveling up? Just get good at the NPC bases that come out, all the computer bases. Just get good at attacking them and killing them and minimizing your losses as well, because that's just going to help you have more gold to spend on these exploring your map and things like that. So just find different ways to always, I know it gets a little bit boring, but just try to minimize your losses on NPC bases. It matters more at the lower levels where gold can really be a crunch because you've got all those ways to spend it. At max level, there's hardly, the only way you spend gold is by just wiping on raids over and over again, basically. I gotta be missing something here though, but yeah, obviously you want to keep your armory upgraded too. I guess armory would be the third thing after HQ that I would prioritize because it all fits into this strategy. And okay, this is another important point now that I'm thinking about it more. It's just been a while since I was at that level in the game, guys. But your storages are going to need to be upgraded because here's a problem I've ran into a few times back in the day. I was killing everybody and I was getting all this loot, but oh my gosh, I had nowhere to put it. So your storages are actually going to be your fourth priority. Now I don't know if you need to get gold or wood or stone or iron. You got to figure that out on your own. But in general, storages are number 4 because you got to have a place to keep all the loot, you know, and then. That's what they're there for. Again, the production buildings, I don't even care that much. You know, those are pretty low priority for me because I was never really worried about the resources from production ever. And I climbed through the ladders of the game pretty quickly in terms of just leveling up. I was always having something building all the time. And what else? Are there any other buildings here that we can talk about? Now, there weren't heroes back in the time I was playing the game, so I'm not quite sure how to mix all that into the strategy, but find a hero that works well for your troop combination. Also keep their abilities upgraded, you know, correspondingly. And that's going to be another drain on your gold for upgrading the heroes, so you do have another little gold sink to manage that I didn't. And, yeah, I think that's basically it. So, tell you what, let's just jump into a couple of warrior attacks right now. I need to make sure I've got Bullet on... he's on energy drink right now. I need to select Taunt. So here we go. We've got Bullet on Taunt. We've got our 8 boats full of warriors. Let's take another look at those boosts they're rocking this week. This is the first time I've even tried them out. So we got the warrior damage of 60% right here, and we've got the warrior health of plus 45% right there. So guys, it's gonna be fun. Let's I don't know who we're gonna hit. Should we just go boosted and really tear people up? Yeah, I remember I've been filtering off my map. Everywhere you see bees on my bases, that's me telling me that I need to come back here and hit them while I'm boosted. So let's just take a look. Let's take a look from a warrior perspective, because I'm sure I was thinking about Bullet's best at the time. Now, I'm going to take a little sip of water here while I'm examining the base. Well, it's got a shield. And we know we got boosted ice because we see it in the front. That is pretty big shield. You know, I don't want to mess with him. I would prefer to at least start on something a little bit easier. Okay, I see some boosted ice, a bunch of boosted ice over here, kind of tucked away in the trees. And but more importantly, what are we looking at on the HQ? Yeah, 180 plus 194. Okay, it's like killing 2 HQs. But again, guys, the warriors are boosted as well. But you know what? I'm going to be doing some attacking later. I'm probably going to start up an op. I'm going to go ahead and just boost everything right now, because I know this is going to be a time where I can actually have some fun tonight and kill some stuff on my map, and my map needs stuff killed. So we will boost. I've been thinking about maybe swapping out a troop damage for troop health. We won't worry about that now. Just a weird thing to do with Bullet's best, but Still thinking. Maybe even putting a couple of healths in and bringing in Zukas, and maybe they can take a couple hits. I don't know. It's probably crazy. I think it is. Okay, where was that guy? Was it this guy? I think it was. Yeah. Okay. Now, so the thing is, we've got boosted health as well. I think we will just march them just down the center of the field. Now, there's a few mines. We might stop to get a little heal at one point before we move in. Yeah, he does have a shock mine hiding back here, but I don't really care about that. It's not going to do anything to my warriors. It's going to change the outcome, I don't think. And yeah, we're actually going to go. Yeah, we're going to start over here on this cannon and move along this line right here, and then we will. This will be a rally point at the sniper tower, then we'll move into the headquarters. Okay, the only thing to really worry about when we do this Bullet taunt, it's going to be this grappler, because this grappler could easily grab Bullet away, and then, you know, they're going to all the defenses will turn on my warriors and they're going to die. So we got to watch out for that. And also, we will probably need to keep the Shock shocked because, well, he does have a lot of boosted health. And that's really it. So let's get into it, guys. Here we go. Here we go. No warm-up. This is the warm-up. Okay. Okay. It's all clear in the head. We know what we're doing. This is not even anything fancy. We're just going to do some smokes, and we're going to drop. And then I'm going to flare. I'm going to smoke, smoke, smoke. Something like that. We might peek a little. Yeah, that Shock Blaster's going to pin them there, but at least he's changing targets quite often. Okay. To the rally point, guys. Here we go. Nah, it was kind of a bad smoke there, but that's okay. I'd take more smoke than not enough smoke any day. I don't think we need to heal. They've got all that boosted health, so let's just move in. Really dumped a ton of smoke to get there, guys. This is not going to be good. I have to prioritize shocking the grabber, the whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Let's just do it right now. Okay, because we just cannot let Bullet get pulled away. Now we just have to hope that the Warriors have enough damage to make it through all of this. I'm going to do another taunt again, but I probably won't be able to. Oh, let's drop an artillery. I don't think this is going to work out, guys. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Okay. That was rough. That was rough. I really did a bad job smoking, and we're going to take a more direct route there. I just wasted a ton of GBE on the smokes. I had nothing left by the time I got there. So we know what we did wrong. Okay. We're going to jump right back into it, guys. Yes, I failed. Everybody fails. It's all part of life. Okay. Here we go. Everyone's probably saying, you're using way too much smoke on the launch. And you guys, you're right. You're absolutely right. We're going to go all the way to the base. No rally points. Now, of course, they would wrap around that building, making life more fun. And now for the double smoke. Well, last time we were there with 19, this time we're there with 52. I will not even bother with a heal. I just need to keep all those things shocked. Shock, shock, shock. Taunting again and healing. Yeah, see, there we go. It's down. I just had to warm up, guys. Just had to warm up. So, you know, I'm going to conclude this video right here. I think I might make one in a little bit as I go raise some more terror across my map. Thanks for watching me through the warm up here. Remember, guys, December is Boom Beach month, so share this game with a friend or family member when you go to visit them for the holidays. And as always, you know, have a great, fantastic day, and be kind to others.